Beautiful people can also see we should live eternally. It's Rhyme and Reason 839.
Here's your rhyme and reason. Oh, yeah.
Hey there, Tony here. You know, one of the beautiful people, one of the illustrious beautiful people on the planet. And if you believe that, I have some oceanfront property to sell you right there in the heart of Iowa. Anyway, let's get down to business here. It's an event where business owners and entrepreneurs go to spot trends, build partnerships, or secure brand rights for your products. Now, I'm quoting something that I read about the Licensing Expo. There's something that you probably don't hear about all the time, right? The Licensing Expo. And that was held in Las Vegas this year, this being 2023. And a 60-year-old woman you might have heard of was there. And she's one of those so-called beautiful people. But in her case, it's real. She was one of the beautiful people. She was actually quite a bit more than one of the beautiful people. She was also the youngest woman to enter the Licensing Hall of Fame. And she was the, quote, youngest icon in the furniture industry. Hey, that's where all the sexy people are, right? And that's an award from the IHFRA, the International Home Furnishings Representatives Association. There's another thing I bet you didn't know existed, but it does. So one of the beautiful people, and yet she's connected to the home furnishings industry and Licensing Hall of Fame. That sounds a little weird, doesn't it? Sounds quirky. But it doesn't stop there. Listen to this. She's also on the board of the James Madison Committee at Princeton University, the NFL PI, whatever that is, the WNBPA, have to make sure I get that out right. Don't know what that is either. The International Youth Chair. Youth, did you say Utes? 2 Utes? Yeah, I'm digressing. My cousin Vinny slipped in there. And let's see, and the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation. And again, all of this came from an article about her. She's apparently an ambassador and major donor to the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation. So by now you're going, well, who is this already, right? Would you believe after all of that introduction, talking about, all these things that have nothing to do normally, I think, with what you would consider the beautiful people, except that maybe Elizabeth Taylor reference. But this is a former famous swimsuit model, not just one of your run-of-the-mill average also-rans. No, I hope you'd believe it. Yeah, because, and I think you see a picture, she was. But now she's considered a mogul. Get that? Yeah. Her company, Kathy Ireland Worldwide, is huge, and she's got her entrepreneurial fingers in a lot of pies. Oh, did I mention she's Kathy Ireland? Yeah, right. Remember her from those Sports Illustrated covers and features? Yeah, me neither. But one subject most people wouldn't associate Kathy with is abortion, unless they were, thinking, well, obviously she's probably for that. She's a swimsuit model, and, they had to keep their figure. You can't keep your figure if you're going to get pregnant and keep babies and stuff like that. Anyway, in a video that I shared on tonyfunderburk.com/beautiful people, there's a video from her a few years back using science and reason, not just feelings, to stand up for life from the very moment of conception. She says that's when it starts. At the moment of conception, life starts. That's Kathy Ireland, a former supermodel, swimsuit model. Now, you and I might not be considered one of the beautiful people in this world, but you and I have a voice. That's one of the few benefits of this social media world we live in now. So even if you can't talk, write down your thoughts and use your voice. Yeah, with words written down. Tell people about the eternal value of human life. And it does have eternal value because it comes from the one true, eternal, living, loving creator of heaven and earth. And your life, fashioned after God himself, makes you one of the beautiful people after all. Yeah, me too. And when I say the beautiful people, I'm talking about the ones who will live forever. Yeah, that's pretty beautiful. So anytime somebody tells you only weirdo Christians are pro-life, maybe go back to my link and share that video of Kathy Ireland. Yeah, it's proof that even swimsuit models can understand that every person is a person, no matter how small. Yeah, thank Horton for that one, Dr. Seuss. If you take a stand and you stand for life, people might laugh and make fun. And Jesus didn't say it was going to be easy, but you'll be with him when this life is done. No more living like this by the sweat of your brow. And if you want God's paradise, you better take a stand right now. That's from the song, Take a Stand. And you can find that over at TonyFunderburk.com, along with all the other music and books and merch that I sell in all different kinds of places. But you don't have to buy any. You can just tune into the podcast here, and once in a while, let me know. Let me hear from you that you're there. I appreciate that too. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, this is brought to you by TonyFunderburk.com, where I always say, except when I'm not saying it, I always say, life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life.